All right, we've made it past the Labor Day holiday now. What is going to happen with this Mercury retrograde?
Mercury is retrograding in the sign of Virgo. So no matter what your zodiac sign is, it means that in whatever affair of life you're having a difficult time with, there is some detail that is going to elude you. And it's that elusive detail that will trip you up. So it's a good time not to take a broad brush to anything, but to very specifically look at, if you're a Virgo, with any kind of relationships that you start and agreements that you make. If you're a Libra, you want to make sure that your own words don't come back to haunt you. If you're a Scorpio, you want to make sure you have a clear understanding of what the group expects out of you and what they expect your performance to be. If you're a Scorpio, if you're a Sagittarius, you want to know exactly what the bosses expect out of you, exactly what the job entails, and exactly what your deadlines are, and you need to press it, because you can't leave anything to chance with the Mercury retrograde. For Capricorns, you want to make sure that not only the letter of the law is on your side, but the spirit of the law is on your side, and that you have your ducks in a row for whatever kind of negotiation you're entering into. For Aquarians, you want to make sure that the money is right. You want to make sure that you have a detailed accounting, that you know what the costs are going to be, that if you're getting a mortgage, you want to know not only what the cost of the mortgage is and the interest rate is, but what are the closing costs going to be? What are you on the hook for? And it's a good time to ask very detailed questions. For Pisces, they need to look at their partners and go, what do you want out of me? Just tell me and I'll go ahead and do it. I'm tired of the trying to guess what it is that you want. If you just tell me and be specific, I'll be happy to accommodate you, because nobody wants peace at home more than the Pisces does. For Aries, they have to be really careful because they're starting a new job, and they're sort of winging it as they go along. There is nothing really detailed, no kind of operating instructions, and they have to remember that the things they do in the beginning of any kind of venture are the things they're going to get stuck with down the road. So have a care with what you are agreeing to, and don't paint with too broad strokes. For Tauruses, there is no bad news of this Mercury retrograde. They get to vacation, they get to have a good time, they get to enjoy their children. It's a very good time for them. They're about the only sign that doesn't have any trouble with this particular retrograde.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, especially if you live with a Taurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Geminis, they have to be really careful with this retrograde, because they don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. They really want to go ahead and clean everything up at home and clear everything out. And they want to take a broad brush to that. And again, you want to be selective about the things that you keep and the things you set to the curb. For Cancers, the pace of their day-to-day living picks up. Their biggest trouble is not going to be backtracking, not doing something over again, doing it once and getting a good result rather than having to chip away at it. And then for Leo's the last sign, it's about signing on the dotted line as far as money goes. And actually, it's kind of a good thing, because if Leo's taken money during this time, they get to do it again. So it's the kind of thing where it's not a bad deal for them. They just don't want to spend. They don't want to overspend, is what they don't want to do. So that's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac, with Mercury, the planet of communication, being retrograde for 2 more weeks.
Yo!
Yikes. Bound to be done over again, bound to be repeated.
We'll see you next week and see if it gets better.
Always a pleasure.